Before the video starts, I just want to make you guys aware that I stream on Twitch. I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 2 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I also stream on Sundays a little bit earlier from 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. On there, you can of course watch me cook up on NFL and play games, or if you want, you can come to the chat, interact with me and the community. My Twitch link is in the description, so if you want to go and click on it and go to the page and follow me, that'd be greatly appreciated. Hope to see you guys there. Enjoy the video. Yo. Finally back after 2 months. Sorry for leaving you guys hanging. Life hasn't been very good to me lately, so been kind of dealing with that. But yeah, I think uploads are going to start getting more consistent. I have been streaming on Twitch, as you saw in the beginning of the video, 4 days a week. So once again, if you do want to join one of my streams to interact with my community or just me in general, you can click the link in the description and I'll bring you straight to it. Give it a follow, it'd be much appreciated. But basically today's video is just going to be on how to make a Ripsquad vocal type beat. I think there are a lot of tutorials online that really don't show you the intricacies and what you really need to do with the mixing, particularly, and what type of drum pattern you need to have. Rule number 1 is to not make it overcomplicated. Do not overcomplicate a Ripsquad vocal beat. And also another thing is that it doesn't have to be 140 BPM or 145 BPM or 150. It could be, you know, a calm 128 or maybe 120, maybe 130, maybe 135. It doesn't have to be as fast as 140 or 150. Now for this sample, I'm using Save Me by Kazuki and Diana. So as you can hear, it has a lot of delay, and I did cut out a lot of things. So if I just go to the mixer here, this is what it sounds like without any delay, without any EQ, nothing. So as you can tell, it is very bassy within this subsection right here. So of course I took it out, so it cuts a little bit. It doesn't remove all of the bass, but there's some there, so it can give it a little extra fullness almost. Then I lower the sub a little bit, lower the bass a little bit. With the low mid, I put it down a little bit as well, just not as much as these two lower frequencies here. This is where some of the frequencies were kind of too bassy. Lower the mid a little bit, especially in the higher mid frequency and the high mid. I also added a little bit of treble and put up a little bit of high mid just to give it some more breathiness. There's also another EQ cutting out some higher frequencies as well. Use Fruity Delay 3 up to 50%. Lux Verb, these are my settings for Lux Verb. I don't really use this at all, but it actually fit really well in this beat. Wave Shaper, pretty sure I used Soft Clipper on this, and that's pretty much it for the sample. Now for the drums, keep them really simple, but keep them bouncy, if you know what I mean. Notice how in Ripsquad vocal beats, there is a lot of punchiness and there's a lot of crispiness when it comes to their vocal beats and everything. Make sure you're adding those elements. What I recommend for these crispy, punching sounding drums is a DP Beats kit. I will put it in the description if you want to download it. And of course, Ripsquad, they're influenced by DP Beats, so of course they're going to have a similar sound to that. Pretty much using a Spins 808. I'm very positive that I have no envelope on this, but make sure when you're making these beats, please right click, make sure that your cut itself option is on the 808, because if the first 808 is bleeding to the other 808 and that 808 is bleeding to another one, that's just going to cause a bass disaster. And notice how I'm not using many kicks. I'm using only about 4 kicks in this entire drum pattern, just to add some punch and some variety into it. And also play around with your velocity on the hi-hats. Notice how I do it here, making it fade out, and then the 808s come back when the pattern starts again. Got some crispy snares. And I did sidechain the kick to the 808. These are my settings right here. If you guys are just starting out making music and want to make these types of beats, you might have to sidechain sometimes.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So I'm going to teach you that right here, right now. So first of all, let's say that this is your kick. This is your 808. From the kick here, you're going to click this thing at the bottom here. Right click it and press sidechain to this track. Use your slot to open Fruity Limiter. Then you're going to right click on this and then insert 21 is going to be your sidechain. Now the kick is essentially going to influence on how the 808 sounds. Let's see if you can hear it. Notice how it's clipping and it's clashing with the kick when I turn the threshold up. when I turn the threshold down, it sounds so much better. Notice how you can hear the kick much clearer and it's not clashing with the 808. Just, you know, a little free tutorial for you guys. You're welcome. That is pretty much it. I posted it on SoundCloud and it has gotten over probably 1,000 listens already, which is crazy to me. Anyways, here's the beat. Enjoy.